I just have something I need to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know, President Trump, he formally opened the office of the former president. And of course, I think it should be called the office of the greatest president.
Love it.
You know, the office will be responsible for managing President Trump's correspondence, public statements, appearances, and official activities to advance the interests of the United States and to carry on the agenda of the Trump administration through advocacy, organizing, and public activism. President Trump will always and forever be a champion for the American people.
Oh, God. And right now, Silk, we truly need a champion.
Oh, my God.
Because you know what? I don't like the way things are going right now.
Well, no. Especially if you have Biden's Build Back Better, it's starting to look more like Build Back Backwards.
Yeah, things are going backwards.
Yeah.
Almost sort of reminds me of the Jim Crow day. But guess what?
What?
We didn't live through the Jim Crow era.
No, we didn't.
Mommy did, Daddy did, Grandma did, Grandpa did.
Oh, and guess who else did?
Who?
Jim Crow Joe did.
And Joe Biden did. That's how he know how to put this stuff in place
That's right.
to take us all the way
all
backwards.
the way back.
So when we talk about his Build Back Better plan, listen, he wants to undo President Trump's regulatory approval process, making it harder is what it's going to do business is what it's going to do. People won't be able to open up business because of more red tape and regulations put in place.
Wow.
He wants to halt the construction border wall, terminating the national emergency declaration used to fund it, He wants to undo President Trump enforcement within the United States. So that means illegal aliens can cross our borders and run rapid.
So he wants to do President Trump's immigration enforcement.
He wants to undo it.
So, but listen to me. We have immigration laws and rules right here in this country.
Yes, we do.
What's wrong with enforcing our laws that's already on the book?
He don't want to enforce the law. He don't want to follow the law. He want to undo everything that President Trump put in place for the safety of America.
So you mean to tell me if Bookie down the street, break the law, he gonna get in trouble. He gonna get 3 hots and a cop behind a locked cell block. But if an illegal alien break the law, they're gonna be okay?
They're gonna be okay in this country under the Biden administration. Also, he canceled the Keystone X-Line pipeline, eliminating thousands of jobs. So those jobs was making around $30 to $40 an hour.
Wow.
The oil and gas industry, they're probably going to be facing a pay cut. Remember, we became energy independent up under President Donald J. Trump.
That's right.
He rejoins the Paris Climate Accord, which will cost American taxpayers a lot of money, increase energy costs, and also this will cause America to lose millions of jobs. He rejoins the WHO. Why? Would you rejoin the WHO when the WHO did not tell us the full honest truth about the coronavirus? When you see what I'm saying, they were supposed to give us vital information. So you want to join this organization, pay them millions of dollars to mislead the United States? And this was the same WHO that threatened President Trump with more body bags.
I remember that.
We'll never forget that, okay? He wants to suspend President Trump executive orders that lowers the insulin and the EpiPens for people. So go ahead, Phil.
So he wants to raise the cost of insulin, something that the American people need to live. He wants that cost to be raised?
He wants that cost to be raised. Within a matter of over a week's time, a loss of thousands of jobs, cost American billions in income. He's already killed women's sports. We're no longer going to be energy dependent. You know, he broke his own executive order because he put an executive order in place, girl, where in federal buildings you have to wear masks. He walks up in a federal building without a mask. You see what I'm talking about?
Well, we see he forgot.
Yeah, He stops the construction of the border wall. And listen, he puts a halt to deportation of illegals and so much more. Listen, but I want to tell you all this here. He also signed an executive order putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. But here's the deal.
What's the deal?
Please, Joe Biden, don't try to appease black people by thinking it's okay for you to put a black woman on the $20 bill and we're supposed to be okay with that. Because that $20 bill ain't gonna do us no good.
No good.
If you are eliminating jobs and people don't even have no money, they can spend a $20 bill.
That's right.
Because of your doing.
That's right.
So please don't think you're doing us a favor. You're not doing us a favor. President Trump wanted to give $500 billion.
Come on, yeah.
In money to communities, to underserved communities. Not a $20 bill with a black woman face. Now, that may be fine and dandy, but how is that going to help underserved people? How is that going to help the black community? How?
And it appears that somebody from the Biden administration has been listening to us about not signing any type of executive orders for black people. So he decided to do it this past week. And the executive order that he signed is called racial equity. Racial equity.
You know what, Silk? At this point, I don't want to hear Joe Biden when he talk about racial equity or racial inequality. Until he can right his wrong for the crime bill he put in place, decimating the black community, until he can stand in front of the American people and apologize for referring to black people as predators on that Senate floor, until he can right his wrong. I don't want to hear nothing he has to say about equality. He need to go find some equality.
Not equality.
Or some equity. And stop always thinking that black people need a handout. If you cared about black people, there is no way you will create or write an executive order that will cause the people to abort more black babies. When you care about black people, minorities, you will care about their lives too.
That's right.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.